once you've done this or gotten to this point, it's okay to have PTSD. I think it's based on it's a person-to-person basis, and every person goes through their own thing out here.
Hundreds of thousands of American combat veterans are suffering from the effects of combat and war. The symptoms of PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, are wide-ranging.
Men crying their eyes out because they lost somebody close to them.
Deal with how you deal with it. I mean, you a man.
Man, we saw it happen last deployment, and lots of guys before and after me will see it happen.
The main thing I would say is just have something to keep your mind off of actually being here.
I mean, some people feel good with talking about it with others.
But that isn't always an option for combat vets with PTSD. You are looking at the #1 PTSD-inspiring place in the world, Iraq. It is a combat zone, and yet it's also a place where people still try to live out their daily lives. As a retired Oregon physician, Dr. Philip Levesque, who for years specialized in treatment of veterans with PTSD, says the level of post-traumatic stress that a person suffers from ultimately is graded on a scale of 1 to 10. I talked to these Marines and soldiers in different parts of Iraq during the summer of 2008 to learn what their thoughts are on PTSD and to help discover what they're doing to help offset problems from it later in their lives.
Maybe talking to other people that have gone through the same things and they feel a certain way and they don't know why, but when they talk to somebody else that's gone through and felt the same way, then it makes them feel better. They don't feel inadequate or anything like that. So probably that's my biggest thing, is being able to talk to people who've been there and done it.
Just, these deployments, they take a toll on families, they take a toll on marriages, countless marriages.
They ain't got a problem, they can talk to me. It's my third time over here, and some of these guys, their first time.
You got to talk to people. You can't just keep your feelings bottled up out here. That's why we're here. We're all brothers.
Somebody that hasn't been through it, they're just like, what do you want me to do about it? But veterans definitely understand, where you're coming from.
Another is just the fact of being out here, being away from your family. All you got is your buddies. Maybe tell them sometimes you're not an outgoing person, you don't have to reach out to people.
My goal in Iraq last summer was to gather interviews for a television documentary on PTSD. What veterans are doing while at war is part of what we will explore, and even more importantly, we'll show all types of different therapies that are being used successfully by veterans and people who help veterans in their adjustment back to a peaceful society. We're seeking a partner to help us with the cost of producing this extremely important program. Significant interest has already been shown by one television organization, and the number of stations and venues where it can be used to help educate people about PTSD is nearly endless. Please visit salem-news.com to learn more about how you or your company can help us. We are interested in moving this forward quickly, as the need has already existed for a long time. With footage recorded on location in Iraq, I'm Tim King reporting for salemnews.com.